God, I forgot how fucking loud the PlayStation is. Jesus. Shut up, man. You're so loud, you stupid PlayStation. Just shut up. My Xbox is silent, and then you sound like a bloody Falcon jet, man. Jesus. At least another fucking thing works. Jesus. That works. Just get a links out. Trying to look at bloody Falcon jet, man. Jesus. Oh yes, lovely. I have a cookie. It's very nice. Oh yeah, hi by the way. Sorry I wasn't talking. I ain't a cookie. Wait! Hey Mackenzie, I ain't having that. I can strip you off your mod whenever I fancy. No, I wouldn't do that, don't worry. I'm not that smelly, so I'm not going to remove your admin. No, I mean, I can't imagine who would do that. I'm not that mean. So don't worry. Just gonna try and get a link sent out to Benjamin Ah yes, the winky emoji. That's fine. At least you know what I'm on about. Oh, it's actually a bruh. Just gonna say get the link sent out to Ben. Boy, come join fag. I'm gonna get cancelled now. I said fag. I apologise. Gabriel, Tigerval, and Lean for watching from the stands. Completely forgot it was Sunday. To be fair, I don't blame you. I am the same. I struggle to remember it's Sunday as well. It is. It's been a weird week. It's been a weird week. I know I'm still getting over the amazing F1 race we had earlier. Like generally, that was it was insane. That race. It was probably the best season opener I've seen in years. Up the Atmos, yes, up the Atmos, absolute Donny. Anyway, track details, there's your track layout. In case people here don't really know what it is. It's a street circuit, this one. It's a bit like Monaco, with less elevation change, but you can actually overtake on this track. Still one minor error, will put you in the wall. It's just how it is. Bloody brilliant track. I personally prefer it to Monaco. I think it's harder than Monaco. If anything, I think this is actually the hardest track in the game because it's longer. You have to have more concentration. With Monaco, you can find a rhythm with this track because the turns are so sharp and sudden and hard braking. It's hard to get a rhythm, so I think this track's harder. So it's going to be a really good test for all the drivers. And also, it's a night race, which is it's going to be the second night race of the season. Or in terms of my streaming anyway, because we had Bahrain, but I wasn't doing commentary at that point. But I'm not really going to count it. But we put Monaco at night as well, because Monaco, we just thought, there's the option in the game to put it at night, even though it's not like that in real life. So we just thought, okay, let's just put Monaco at night. It looked nice. Ben was here for that one actually. Ben was on the comm team with me. He was sitting right next to me, eating some Doritos and fucking drinking some Schweppes lemonade. I remember that. That was funny. Oh, Singapore, yeah, I think it's harder than Monaco too. Yeah, definitely. It is. It's a quality track. It's a night race as well, so it's gonna be. And also, because it's a street circuit, it'll be chaos. Although, I don't know, will it be? Because after last week, if any of you were here for the Italian GP, that was a very clean race. Somehow they kept that first chicane. They somehow kept it clean, which I'm still stunned about. But it's turned out to be a cracking race. And anyone watching this for the race highlights, I'll be editing them this week. Ben's got stuff to do, so they'll actually be out on time. I know Ben's going to be so pissed off I said that now. He's going to kill me. Atmos my favourite. Is that Fiore Fast in the chat? I just noticed your name's Fiore, so I'm going to presume you're Fiore Fast. I'm just thinking anyway. Yeah, it is Mackenzie. It is a nightmare in Italy. Somehow they kept it clean. I've never seen an online race where that chicane doesn't have some form of crash on the first lap, but they did. Tiger Val would have got P2 after Nazareth if I raced. Oh well, that's a shame. Hey, that was fun. I'm taking you on about the Monaco commentary. That was fun. We should do it again, Ben. When we're allowed round peoples again and stuff, we should do it on one of the good tracks because we're getting late in the season now. How many races we got left? I'm Tiger Val. Oh right. Oh sorry. Yeah. I believe from tomorrow we're allowed to meet up. Yes, we are allowed to meet up, Ben, but that's only outside. So we'll have to film it outside, which is sort of hard. But yeah. Unlike Monaco when they don't fall into chaos. Ben, we can't disrespect our boy Boris. Also everyone here, so Tiger Val, sorry I didn't realise it was you. But Tiger Val, everyone else here, Fiore, Ben, Mackenzie, like the stream and all that. Big dub against Albania today. Did we win against them? I was watching the football games, I didn't see it. In practice, me and Nazareth lapped everyone. Oh damn. Wow. But anyway, did we win against Albania, Ben? Or have they not played yet? Because honestly, I've been watching F1 for the past few hours. I'm still trying to get over that race. So, yeah. Hey, Mackenzie, I've seen you put a nah, bro, dislike. Hey, take that off. Yeah, that's what I thought. Take that off, you smelly man. It's not very nice. Yeah, Ben, did we win against Albania? Or have we even played? I haven't kept up to date with it. Anyway, good luck, Tiger Val. Sorry, I haven't really said that yet. But yeah, good luck, mate. Have fun. That's the whole idea of it. Bum, Boris. How much of a delay is there for you then? Hang on. I haven't got one for me, about 10 seconds for me. That's odd. Nah, don't diss our boy Boris, Ben. Anyway, welcome along to qualifying for the 2021 IFR League Singapore Grand Prix. I am your commentator, Ajax Reloaded, or John, whatever you want to call me. It's entirely up to you. And we're currently in the midst of a championship battle with Nazareth and basically the rest of the grid. We've got a 13-man lobby today around this classic street circuit, the first street circuit to have a Formula 1 race. And the only track on the calendar with a 100% safety car race. So every race they've had here in real life, they've had a safety car. And home to such controversial moments as Crashgate in 2008 and that huge crash in 2017 right at the start of the race. So let me just read the chat out for you. Would join if this fucking game was cross-platform. Yeah, I wish it was cross-platform too. I really hope it is for 2021 because I want to keep commentating for this league. But yeah, man. Just realised I was a minute behind in the life. Jesus. I'll stick with Lanky. But anyway, I have noticed it's actually a light rain qualifying. We haven't actually had this. We've had rain come down in qualifying, but not a full light rain qualifying. Hopefully it's not a wet race because I really can't stand it. But someone's already spun there into the wall and is already out of the session. That is I3ITZZ, which is why he's saying that, but he's already crashed into the barrier. He only just exited the pit lane. He's already gone into the barrier. How shambolic of a start is that thing? That's going to greatly compromise his race. I'll stick with dead trim. Yeah, you do have a dead trim. To be fair, it's better than mine, so. Well, it's not too bad, so it looks like the inters are fine. Yeah, the inters are the right tyre for now, but they're clearly bad enough because someone's already crashed already, so yeah. "13-man race must be the test to get into the points. You've only got 3 cars to overtake, or 2 or whatever, and you're in the points." I wouldn't be surprised if that grid sliced in half if the race is the same conditions. We're going to ride on board with Nazareth though, who's currently the championship contender. He's the man. He's definitely probably the quickest one in the league. And there's your chat map again in the bottom left there. That's one of the racing points. That's loose around. It's on a little bit of a wobble. Remember, yellow flag in sector 3. One of the Ferraris has gone into the wall, and that is cold steel. Doing what Ricardo did in 2013 and smashing into the barrier. So braking, a big issue for these drivers, and they're just aquaplaning off into the barrier. So he's going to have to pit for a new front ring, then come out in a minute or 2 to do it. It might be in half if it's worse on race day. Yeah, definitely. We've got another yellow flag in the background. That isn't Briggsley, it's Louis Ferrandez, who appears to have had some sort of collision with the barrier, and he hasn't missing his front wing, so he should be alright, but he's struggling though. Look how much he's sliding around. He's practically doing a Turkey 2020. Prediction: Nazareth will win, Louis will crash, Slayer will spin, Briggsy second, and my boy Atmos 6th. Fair enough, fair enough. We'll keep that in the chat. We'll see what that is like. We'll keep that in the chat and see how it all goes. We'll ride on board with Louis Ferrandez to see what he can do on his lap. And Slayer isn't done. He hasn't. Interestingly, Slayer, Decunha, Rockstar, and Quickfast haven't come out. Maybe the session might dry up. There's a bit of a wobble there from Ferrandez with a pixelated sponsor board in the background. Right, let me go back to my cookie. See how much he's fighting the wheel. We ride on board and you can see effectively what they're seeing on track. It's a very difficult track. So the corners coming up, I do think they've ruined it a bit since getting rid of that really fast triple chicane, but still it's so hard to get this bit right. It's still incredibly hard. I doubt it will dry up with the way it's looking. Yeah, I don't know, we'll have to see. I'll check the Discord actually and see if it's a wet race. I'd rather it not be a wet race though, to be honest, because we've had 2 already and they were pretty boring. So. Grab my phone wherever I put it. I found it, it's on the floor. I dropped it on the kitchen floor. Bollocks. The triple chicane was a car killer. Yeah, it was. I missed it though because it was so hard. It was like, it felt like F1 got rid of the only original corner because this corner, this track. Although I love this track, I love it. It's just not in the rear corners. So just, but yeah, that was it was a beautiful corner. I loved it. The engineers for the F1 team hated it. They hated it. They always complained. Oh, it appears to be, Ben, that Atmos has pedal issues. When was it? 2013. Yeah, they changed it in 2013. So 2012 was the last race they used it with. They changed that chicane in 2013, and then they redid that whole section in 2015. Then they made that really sharp right-hander. Then they redid it then. The track actually changed a decent amount since it was first brought in 2008. If you look it up and you'll see all the track changes. Yeah, but no, it was 2013 they changed it. So, and then 2014 they redid the rest of that section. So if we'll go on board, I believe that's Becco. Yeah, that corner he's gone through, that used to be a really sweeping right-hander. We'll go on board with your head, so this right-hander used to be completely different. It used to be a lot more sweeping, and there's that area next to it where the arch is next to it, that's where the track used to go through as well. Back in 2008, then they changed it. As Takuna goes increasingly wide in the background. It's a bit of a worry, as I won the racing points are going slowly. That's Briggs, he hasn't spun or anything, probably just letting Slayer through. Yeah. It's going to be weird calling those cars Aston Martins. It says wet group 1, Briggsy said. Please not be a wet race. I really hope it isn't. The thing is though, the entry to where she came was not very narrow when they changed it. Yeah. It was narrow, but it added a lot of change. It's still quite narrow, to be fair. The whole track's narrow, that section is really narrow. I mean, having these cars go on that now, they wouldn't fit. But the fact they got rid of it way before they changed the look of the cars is just... it's a shame, really. I do miss those corners. I always used to love it. It always used to be my favourite section of corners back in the day when I was a kid. I finished my cookie, yay! Yay! Just going through this was yellow flag in sector 2. Looks to be quite close between Sarge and who's that in front of Kunha. Cookie, where's mine? In me gob, mate. That's where it is. You have to come and retrieve it. Don't make it... No. Before you say anything, Ben, no. Don't make it gay. Ben will probably be laughing his fucking head off. No, don't make it gay. Classic Deji moment. Anyway, speaking of lap time, sorry, completely ignored the lap time. Nazar is currently on pole position, provisional pole for 152.8, and he is currently 1.3 seconds quicker than the man in second, which is Becco, well, with a 154.2. So currently Mercedes 1-2 in qualifying with a front row lockout, but Sarge is close behind, only about 3 tenths behind in third in the Renault. Briggsy ever so close behind, less than a tenth, about 20 milliseconds behind in fourth with 154.56 compared to Sarge's 154.54. Followed by Slayer in fourth place with 154.8, 6.9, with Rockstar in sixth with 154.872. So both those two drivers also incredibly close. Then that's followed by De Kunha in seventh with 156.5, and Lou Ferrandez in eighth with 156.7. Atmos in 9th for 156.8. Cold Steel 10th, 158.4. IFR ZZZ, obviously with no lap time at all, he crashed. And you see, now just struggling with the power there. But Quick Fast and Marcani have not set a lap yet. We're still waiting for them. They've got 7 minutes to get on track and set a lap. So Nazar's invalidates his lap. Invalidates his lap. By the way, when that track map goes red, that's when they've invalidated their lap. In case someone didn't know. That's Rockstar. Going slowly there. Probably made. He did look like he made a mistake out of one of the corners, but I'll have to try and see. I appear to be being spammed on Discord. Goes really wide at turn 2. Shame the tracks aren't laser scanned. Big oof. Just big oof, yes. The greatest message in history coming from Mackenzie there. And the message reads, big oof. I think he went too wide on the exit. Yeah, it did look like it. It's hard to see you riding on wall with someone completely different. Looks to be, oh yeah, Mark Haney's come out on track then. In the slipstream of Takunda. Takunda appears to be going for a really long run. All the drivers are probably just trying to get used to the conditions, trying to wear in the track a bit, and try and make a bit of a. Well, it wouldn't be a dry line, but a drier line, as it's still raining. There's a yellow flag further back. That's just on the Haas is going slowly. That's Rockstar letting them through again. And yeah, there's a way to flex the Aramco sponsoring. Some shitty Saudi Arabian oil company. That's a bloody wobble there from Takunda. This track is so hard if you can't get used to it. Like this last sector here, this is where time is just lost or gained. It's super hard. Just you have to get it right. I do wonder when Quick is coming out. Yeah, I think we all do. I don't know what he's playing at. There's yellow flag up ahead. I'm not sure what that's for. It looks like he won the Mercedes going slowly. Probably just a Mercedes pitting. It's all good though. Takunda's also following suit and pitting. I remember when that pit entry used to be completely different. Same for the pit exit as well. Back in 2008 it was completely different. Anyway, let's see if Becco will improve. Let's actually get the lap data up, because it's one thing I completely forgot. Currently in the 130s. Let's see what he can do. Then he's fallen off to second row. Briggsy actually went second a while back with a 153.5. Slayer close behind 153.9. But let's see what Becco can do as he comes through the fast last corner now to the line. He goes at 153.3, so that's put him back in second. That's a brilliant recovery lap from him, almost over 8 tenths quicker. It's a good lap from him in the black Mercedes there. See what Sarge is up to. He's currently a tenth quicker into sector 2 there. Sector 1 actually, because he's only just gone into sector 2. I'm not sure what the game was thinking there. Goes on to the short little straight we go. Into what was the Singapore Sling, which is what it was called, as he just invalidates his lap there, which is why the track map goes red. There used to be called the Singapore Sling. I'm still going to call it the Singapore Sling. If you have a problem with me calling it a Singapore Sling, you can sling off into bloody sling world of Slingania. I am bloody proud of that one. He's still 2 tenths quicker, to be fair. But we could call that a slingception. Big oof. I think we call that a slingception. Sex. Oh, I can't, for God's sake. Slingception, there you go. Jesus, yeah, professional commentator here. Slingania, yes. No, cool, yeah, I know I'm a professional commentator. Lovely name. It is a beautiful name, yes. As Mark Haney has just gone provisional pole with a 153.3. That's a blistering that time. He's been really quiet all session, as that's Becco crashing where Cold Steel did earlier on in the session. So, as he's pulled over, and no, he's not going to retire, just let him past. But that's a blistering that time from Mark Haley, mate. It looks like It's, well, the rain hasn't stopped raining. It looks to have lightened a bit, but that was a mental lap time from Mark Cayley. 152.3. Now Nazareth. We got a fight for Nazareth as well. Mark Cayley is quick in the wet. We saw at Silverstone. He was incredibly fast. I mean, Nazareth is quick as well, but Mark Cayley was also very quick. So let's see. You mean 152.3? Oh yeah, it's 152.3. From where I read it, it looked like it was a 152.2. Professional commentator once again. As we enter the last of today's qualifying session, this is Nazareth going to. He's just on his outlap. Yellow flag in sector 2. Just one the Alpha's going slow, but let's ride on board with Nazareth as he fights for pole position with that classic red helmet. It's just plain red. There's another yellow flag in sector 2. A Ferrari going slowly. Must have been a mistake. But let's see what his sector 1 time is. He's currently minus half a second quicker. He's currently half a second quicker, so... And he got faster sector 1 as well. R-I had a stroke. That just reminds me of those NHS adverts. The stroke spreads like a fire in the brain. When a stroke strikes, act fast. You must remember them. Bloody terrifying when I was a kid, actually, though, to be fair. As that is Rockstar retiring. I didn't see Nazareth's sector 2 time, but I do believe he is still going faster. He's still in sector 2. Let's see what he is. He's currently over a second quicker. 1.2 seconds quicker. This could be the first. We could even get a 1 minute 50 here. If he manages to pick up the pace even more. Is Mark Cayley. It looks to me Mark Cayley's also on a lap as well. God, that's all I heard. Oh shit, Becco's out. Yeah, I think Becco's just retired. Because it's the end of the session. He's in the pit lane, so they do that at the end. I say, oh, a little bit of a mistake there from Nazareth. He's going to lose a few temps there. As he comes through the last corner, he goes onto pole position for 151.3. Over Lilia, just under a second quicker than Mark Cayley. That is the most insane lap I've ever seen in the wet round here. What a machine he is. And there's your pole sitter. Nazareth, no surprise, once again on pole. Heading through his 5th back-to-back win. And if he gets that would be a story. Let's go further back as Slayer's just gone 2 attempts quicker. Wasn't enough to get him into 6th. Brinksy currently 2 seconds slower, so we'll just ignore him. As Sarge currently 6 seconds slower. I'm not really sure about that, but okay. Yeah, it says that. How is he? Not bad, not bad. What do you mean not bad? It's mental. It's bloody hell, it's a bit of a corner cut, don't you think? He's still slower. Let's see what Sarge is doing. Sarge is boxed. Atmos is already in the pits, and that will be your starting grid for today's race. Here is your pole sitter, Nazareth in the Mercedes. Unsurprisingly, Mercedes on pole. I mean, to be fair, if you've been following the 2021 season so far in real life, and there's no Red Bull, so no Red Bull drivers at all. Few drivers not racing this week. Invalidated. But what do you expect? Of course, it's invalidated, man. Well, we're trying to get Ethan to join. But anyway, there's your starting grid for today's race. Nazareth's almost a second quicker than the man in 2nd, Mark Cayley. Followed by Briggsy 3rd, Decunha 4th, Becco 5th, Slayer 6th, Sarge 7th, Atmos 8th, Rockstar 9th, Coldsteel 10th, Louis Ferrandez rounding off the timings in 11th with i3IT with no time, as he crashed in this earlier on in the session, and Quickfast, who didn't actually leave the garage at all in the session to try and set a lap. So at least I3I actually went further than Quickfast did. Mackenzie, I swear Ethan's stupid. Ben, are you still here, you moron? If you're not, then get back here. Anyway, let's wait for the race. Oh, it's dry. It looks to be dry. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. I didn't want a wet race. Thank God. Is Ethan blind, Mackenzie? I think he might be. Oh, right. I wants me to send that FIFA card. Okay, yeah, I'll get that. I can get that easily. Got to find on my phone somewhere beyond your mum as they go on the way for the formation lap. Yeah. Right. Yes he is. As Cold Steel and I3I have already been disqualified. Is Quickfast, well, Quickfast is moving. He's not controlling the car though. As 20 formation laps, there's not really much to commentate on this really. Ethan's joining, yay. Good. So, if anyone don't know who Ethan is, he was the commentator for Group 2 for a bit. Then he became very smelly and lazy and didn't just stop doing it because his parents wouldn't let him. Very smelly of his parents, if you ask me, very smelly of them. Nasus has actually stormed off. I mean, that's an odd one considering you don't really want to be on the grid. You want to be on the grid for at least amount of time as possible so your tyres don't go colder than the fucking Antarctica. Okay, slow down now. I see spots of rain. Now this could be where the race gets interesting. They're all on dry tyres and it has just started to rain. Look, you see the spots around the windscreen. It has just started to rain, so they've all got a time when they're going to stop. Will DRS be enabled though? So because it depends on how wet the race gets over these first 3 laps. Will DRS be enabled? That's the question we have here today. Will the rain stop? It doesn't look very heavy at all. It's barely raining at all, if anything. Come on Ethan, join you useless man. As the grid's forming up now, on a damp Singapore Grand Prix, on formation lap it rains, well it looks like the first 3 or 5 laps then on the pitch. Yes, I can definitely see that. It depends though, right, if you're prepared to get underway then, party's the yellow flag, sure game, sure. As lights are coming on and prepare for the start of the Singapore Grand Prix. It's lights out and we leave the grid in Singapore. Looks to be a good start from Nazareth, who is already in the lead for turn 1. Round the outside goes Briggs at turn 1. Slight contact between the two McLarens, pushing Becco wide there. Azili 3 wide into turn 3. Sarge's gone through on Slayer in the background there, but apart from that slight bit of contact at the start, a relatively clean turn 1 is into turn 4, I believe that is. That's one of the Mercedes in the background. That's Becco smashing into the barrier. It's a huge crash there, and that's basically his whole front wing gone, and unsurprisingly a safety car is deployed. Already then chaos at the start of today's Singapore Grand Prix. It's still raining. Is the rain stopped? I think the rain stopped. Looks to be the rain has stopped as well. So as i3IT just picked up a 5-second penalty for colliding with Quick Fast under safety car, and he's rage quit. He's rage quit already. Good, yeah, you're good job, mate. Good job, mate. Mate, imagine rage quitting. You said it wrong. It's lights out and away we go. I know it's lights out and away we go, but the thing is, I don't want to just sound like I'm ripping off Crofty, you know. I say everyone. Usually I just say and we leave the grid. I would say and we go green, but there isn't really like a green light, is there? So. Or I should have attributed Murray Walker and gone, let's go, go, go. Rest in peace, Murray. Probably the most, actually no, not probably, the most legendary F1 commentator. In fact, not even just F1 motorsport commentator, just in general commentator of anything in history, who we all sadly lost about a week and a bit back. But we move. His legacy won't be forgotten. So, yeah. Rest in peace, our boy Murray. So, we were racing for about 4 corners. We'll miss you, Murray. Yep, we all will. We all will. What they put on the Williams Halo was so nice. They put a quote from him where I've got to stop because I've got a lump in my throat. From when Damon Hill won the championship in 97 or 99. I don't know. Might not be either of them, I don't know. I wasn't really watching F1 back then because I wasn't even a fetus. So, I was severely underdeveloped as a fetus back in 1997 or 1999. So, apparently Atmos is in the lead. No, he's not. He's in 9th. Why did it say he was in the lead? That's really odd. Atmos in 9th though. It's currently a few positions back from Ben's prediction earlier. Mackenzie, get Ethan to join. He's being very smelly. Oh, it started to rain again. I see spots of rain. So the rain did stop for a couple minutes, but has now returned. Join the fucking smelly melon. That makes no sense, Mackenzie. You spelled melon wrong. Oh yeah, Takuna just got himself a 5-second penalty. Mackenzie, have you seen what the team principal has said? He said, yeah, Mick did a very good job. I don't even know if he did spin, but he said Nikita Mazepin crashed, right? He put Nikita, obviously we all saw had a spin on the first lap, which compromised his race. He was out of the bloody race. He crashed into the wall. That's not a compromise. That's a DNF. Oh dear. Nice. Compromise his race. Oh, I can't stop laughing. He should be in prison anyway. Hopefully he does get dumped in prison. Twat, hater, what absolute twat. Anyway, Markelli is pitted. Let's see what he's going to pit onto. He's going to do the early dive onto the inters. No, he's gone to the hards, which is very odd considering The hards will have less grip than the softs and the mediums in on a damp track. Becco has pitted for Inters already, so that's an early gamble from him. Unless if Mark Haney didn't actually mean to pit onto the hards, or the race might get drier later on. That's going to be the interesting part of this race. Shit, I forgot to say Freddie. I knew we were missing someone. Right, I knew I missed someone, but I've just sent Freddie a message. He takes about 2 decades to reply. Hey, safety car, fuck off. Yeah, safety car should probably bugger off now. Quickfast has just left the session. No surprise there, he's been useless as far as I'm concerned anyway. Dear Lord. How's it going in yet? Come on. Safety car. Piss off. You smell. God, that rain is getting heavier. Oh, it's getting really heavy. I think they're all going to dive in for Inters now. Oh, piss off, safety car. We don't want you here. The safety car out. Yeah, Nasus is pitted. So is Briggsy. Oh no, he's not pitting, is he? What's going on there then? He's teleporting more than bloody aliens. Right, it looks to be... Okay, literally the whole grid are now pitting for intermediates. Nasus just picked up a 5-second time penalty for a collision with Briggsy, which I don't think we saw. But yet, the whole grid are now pitting for Inters, as Becco, surprisingly, takes the lead of the Singapore Grand Prix after a massive lap 1 crash. He now leads. So effectively, that crash was actually a blessing in disguise for the Mercedes driver. It just shows how key strategy is in wet races. Yeah, Ethan, say something if you're here. Ethan, if you don't say something, you smell and you stink. Come on, is this Ethan saying something? And Mark Haney is still on fucking hards. Yeah, why is he on the hards? Look how much he's sliding about. It's a very ambitious strategy from the Alfa Romeo driver there. Right, who's this? It's not ambitious, it's moronic. Reminds me of Top Gear. Ambitious but rubbish as the safety car is going in. Mark Haney, mate, I don't think you're going to get a good restart. To be honest with you. But he's going to try, he's got to pit. Is he pitting? Yeah, he's pitting. No surprise there, as Nazareth has gone. Oh, keep in mind he's in second, isn't he? So we got currently a battle for the leads. Marcani's just picked up a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Into turn 1 we go. Camiliano putting pressure on Rockstar. When did Camiliano join? I don't remember seeing him in qualifying, but we do have a Red Bull driver here now. I did not see him join. But he's currently sitting 5th position as Briggsy is got the perfect opportunity to chase after the Nazareth here and get ahead of him. As onto the Rapples Boulevard we go for the first time. We're actually racing this time. Down on the through the kink of we go. Will Nazareth go to the inside? No, he sensibly backs out. No interval yet from any of the drivers, so I can't look back and see if there are any battles. We'll go further back. It's sort of a queue at the moment. But we got a proper scrap for the win up ahead at the front. Nazareth all over the back of Becco, but Becco not cracking down under pressure yet. Hopefully, commentator's curve doesn't strike, as Quickfast has just gone ahead, or should I say the AI of Quickfast, just gone ahead of Cold Steel. Slayer is also just overtaken I, who obviously left the session too. But here comes Nazareth in the slipstream of Becco. Does he go to the outside? No. Does he go to the inside? He has a little look, doesn't dive though, sensibly, just waiting his turn, probably going to wait until the Rapples Boulevard to just do a normal slipstream overtake. As Becco goes wide slightly, but he hasn't lost too much time. As under the grandstand we go, all the cars sliding around. Actually, this is the first time I've been through there. Not on the safety cars. Sarge is right up the back of that boss there, sitting in 7th place. Further ahead. Keep an eye on the battle for lead. Becco has set the fastest lap. Camiliano is now set fastest lap in the Red Bull there. And look at the queue forming behind him. He must... Props to him for not coping, as Cold Steel's just gone back past Quickfast. He's missing half his front wing. Right, let's go back on board with the leaders then, the two Mercedes. Let's see if Nazareth will go for him this time. The slipstream doesn't seem to be working. No DRS, of course, because it is in the wet. As Nazareth gets a brilliant exit out of the exit of the corner there. Thinks about going to the inside, sensibly backs out, going side by side through the section is difficult. As Quickfast appears to be... Slayer goes around the outside of Quickfast. The two cars collide and force Slayer wide. Slayer though still holding it there. Good on him. And he should be ahead now, and he is. Let's ride the ball back on with these two to a brilliant camera angle. He thinks of going to the inside. Nearly goes into Nazareth, nearly going into the back of Becco, but gets a phenomenal exit out of the hairpin, and Nazareth takes the lead of the Singapore Grand Prix. And the two Mercedes have now swapped positions. I'm surprised though Nazareth isn't using some teamwork to keep the Mercedes 1-2, because there is a Constructors' Championship in this league. As here comes Camiliano on Briggsy. Thinks of going to the inside, but or he doesn't. He backs out of it. Let's look further back, and we have Sarge still up the back of Batmos. I've got 9 viewers watching. If you could all leave a like on the stream, that would be greatly appreciated. As Quickfast is firing up a session as Nazareth sets fastest lap. Let's go further up ahead. Briggsy putting the pressure on Becco. He's going to want to get ahead of Becco into some cleaner air to stop Camiliano getting past. And also Rockstar seems to be starting to get involved in this battle as well here. Onto the Rapples Boulevard we go once again for the 7th time of Arsenal. Somehow we're already on lap 7. Doesn't feel like it. As Camiliano thinks of going to the outside, and Briggsy covers him off sensibly. Look how close they're bloody getting through there. Jesus. As Camiliano has a bit of a wobble in the background, Briggsy tries to go to the outside. Oh, my nose has gone funny. Looks to me as... Whoa, I think there was contact there between the two drivers. But I do believe Lou Fernandez just got ahead of Rockstar. Rockstar, I think Rockstar must have made a mistake or spun. Does he have front wing damage? We'll have to see. No, he... Oh, I think he might. No, he doesn't. Anyway, back on wall with a battle up ahead. Look how close they are now. Becco going defensive to block the slipstream. Camilliano just waiting patiently in the background. Becco, I think that's actually just Becco's line. He's gone the same lines before. Definitely appears to be slower though. Look how close they are now. Briggsy with a time penalty. Lou Ferrando's just been given a time penalty. As into the little chicane we go. Becco's just gone and got himself a 3-second time penalty. Good job, mate. Nazareth just sets fastest lap once again. And I think the rain might be getting a bit heavier. I'm not quite sure. Into turn one we go again. Sarge has now got ahead of Atmos though. It's good to see. Sarge is a quick driver. Sarge is very quick. Only 2 tenths between these two. It's given Nazareth the perfect chance to just pull away. No teamwork between the two. It's Camilliano getting so close to Briggsy but just can't get past as Becco looked to have gone wide but still holds position. Is it for me or is the rain getting worse? That's what I just said. I think the rain's getting... Yeah, no, the rain must be... It does look like it's getting heavier. I wouldn't be surprised if... Well, there'll definitely be another pit stop anyway. Even if the rain doesn't get worse. There will definitely be another pit stop because you're not going to take those intermediates 30 laps as Briggsy looks for a move around the outside of Becco. Goes for the cutback. It appeared to have worked well, but Becco has pulled away before the end of this little straight here with Camilliano using his late braking tactic. And Briggsy appears to go for the same tactic again. Oh, there you are, Ethan. Oh, there you are, Ethan. Yes, hello, Ethan. As he tries to go down the inside of Becco, has to cut the corner, and that's going to give Camilliano the perfect chance to get through, but has a wobble at the back end and can't make that move stick. It's definitely a warning then for Briggsy. Let's have a look at the penalties, shall we? Briggsy currently sitting with 5 seconds of penalties. Camilliano with 3 and the same for Becco. Nazareth also at 5 seconds. Both of those drivers must have been penalised for the collision in the pit lane earlier. But these tyres will definitely not go to the race. Could you send me an invite? Oh, I don't know. As contact between the two. God, they are really barging each other around. Camilliano not going to give up. I don't think... I'm sorry, mate, but I don't think I can actually send you an invite because obviously I'm trying to commentate at the moment. I might be able to... Because I'm trying to commentate over this. If there's like another safety car or something, I'll try. But I don't think... I might need to stick the weights on then as it gets incredibly close. Camilliano barges his way through and tries to go around the outside next corner. Briggsy gets back down the inside and retakes third, but Camilliano is still round the outside. Or am I not able to join? I don't think... Yeah, I don't think you'll be able to. You'll just be locked to spectating because the race has already started. It's down the inside. Goes Camilliano at the Singapore Sling. That's a brilliant move from the Red Bull there. And has just gone into third place. But yeah, I think if you even join the session, you won't get in the race. You'll just be locked to being a spectator, mate. Sorry. But currently, it's still a Mercedes 1-2, but alright then, no problem, it's worth a try at least. Yeah, but unfortunately it won't work, but feel free to stick around in the stream. It's nice to see you here. Be sure to leave a like on the stream and stuff. It really generally does help out the channel. Like, that's not just me saying that, but it generally does help out. But yeah, feel free to stick around in the stream. But Becco appears to be starting to struggle a little bit. Yeah, Becco not getting the best of exits on the corners. God, Camiliano appears to have a tendency to lock up a lot. He really does. Well, actually, I wonder why Camiliano is not on the Renault. I mean, it's nice seeing a Red Bull on track. Don't get me wrong. It's nice seeing it, but very odd why it's not on track. I've been on board with this battle for a long time. That Briggsy just waiting in the background. He's still having a solid race, sitting in 5th. There's still some good points as Camiliano tries to do the move on Becco. Pulls a brilliant switch back and is already ahead of him before the Singapore Sling. Does Becco try and fight it? No. So now it's a Mercedes 1-3. I think around this point we'll put the wets on. I don't know. It's hard to say. The track is yeah. I think yeah, we'll definitely see some wet tyres soon. Let's keep an eye on Nazareth and see how much slower he's going. And then we'll work out what the conditions are like, because obviously I can't see a map of the conditions per se. So we're right on board with Nazareth, so he has a little bit of a kick at the back end. Also a bit more oversteer there. But let's see how much slower he is. They couldn't have just picked up a time penalty for track limits. Through a last corner. Okay, he's just their fastest lap. So I don't actually think it's time for inters yet. I still think they can stay out on the inters for a bit longer. There's not too much spray coming off them, and it's not matter. There's a yellow flag in sector 2. One of the Alfa Romeos had an accident, and that's Mark Hanley, who has actually gone onto the wet tyres. Appears to have spun and hit the wall, or have made contact with another driver. He still has the front wing, but that's an incident for Mark Hanley. A Slayer has just got a Rockstar has just pitted for the wet tyres, so I think what you said, Mackenzie, was actually right, because it appears that the wet tyre is now more viable compared to the intermediate tyre. Becco is struggling up ahead, as you can see in front of the onboard of Briggsy. Briggsy's managed to really crack down on the gap. It'd be such a good result for Becco if he manages to get 4th. He's had a very tough season. He was doing well at Baku, just mucked up his strategy. But as into the back of Becco goes Briggsy. A slight contact, but nothing too bad. But yeah, it looks to be people are starting to put the wet tyre on. As that's a bit of a wobble at the back end for Becco there. Briggsy looks to go to the outside, backs out of it. It's so hard to hang it around the outside of that corner because there's a slight kink before it, and the wall just closes in on you out of nowhere. God, all the drivers, Becco nearly hitting the wall there. Unsurprisingly, it is a street circuit, but nearly doing what most people did in qualifying. I'm surprised we haven't actually seen more people hit that wall like in quali. Probably because they were more pushing in qualifying, but no one else has pitted for the wet tyres yet. Let's have a look. Only 2 drivers on the wet, and it actually looks like the wet tyre is still slower than the Inter. If you look at the gap between Rockstar and Cold Steel, the gap is, yeah, it's going up. So the gap's getting bigger. So I do think the Inters are still the quicker tyre. As Becco tries to pull a switch back. Such a hard thing to do at turn 4 there. He's in the slipstream of Becco. Sarge has come out of nowhere. He's in the background. As he hits the wall, I think that was just lag, so he wouldn't have damage. As Sarge is just waiting in the background. Let's ride on board with, well, not on board, let's ride with Becco now. Is this going to make a really big battle? Let's be right back. Okay, Mackenzie. Okay. I don't think anything too much will happen. If it does, then you'll probably see a big yellow flag. Into the hairpin we go. As Briggsy didn't actually get a very good exit there, and Sarge is now right up the back of him. Only 2 temps separating the 2 drivers. Been a solid race so far. That rain is getting heavy as Briggsy has got one. He didn't go wide. That's just lag again from the bloody F1 2020 McDonald's potato servers. Yeah, well, if you play this game, if you play the F1 game, you get used to shit servers, so you just sort of got to move with it. I mean, if you're here for the French GP stream, we all saw the bloody lobby glitch we all had. Pain in the arse, that was an absolute pain in the arse. Look, Amos currently sitting in 7th, which is 1 position under prediction that Ben made earlier on in the stream. But this is the main battle currently taking place between Becco, Briggsy and Sarge. Becco on the defence. I wonder if Briggsy can get past Becco's defence, because it's hard to overtake around here as well. Hang on, 8 seconds now, the gap between Rockstar and Cold Steel. So I think the wet tyre is starting to get quicker as there's a yellow flag on the pit straight for one of the Alfa Romeos, as there's a massive lock-up from Marcani. What's happened here to the Alfa Romeo driver is that there's someone is in the wall, and that was Lou Ferranda's bit of crash. Your boy's dad just got me at 2020. Nice one, mate. Nice one. Lou Ferranda's just gone into the wall as he's hit the wall again. As there's a hazard further back, that's Rockstar crashing into the wall as well. So 3 people having some form of contact with the wall in the last lap and a bit, as Slayer's now got past Lou Ferrandez, who's pitting for a new front wing, unsurprisingly. Breezy's just going to get himself a 3-second time penalty. Well, let's go back on board with that battle. Briggsy in the slipstream, he just needs a bit more track, bit more straight to get ahead. But Amos has actually brought the gap down to 9 tenths onto Kunha now. So could Amos get that 6th place? Could. We still have a round of pit stops to come, because those inters are not going to last the end of the race. You know what, I'm not surprised that maybe the rain gets even worse and the rate just might give you red flag. Red flags aren't in the F1 game. Don't ask me why. They were last in the F1 game in 2014 and they've just removed them. But there's no red flags, which is stupid. All you can get is a safety car. Thing is, there's things in the game files for red flags. I would have said yes, just Briggsy lagging. But there's things in the game files for red flags. I'll send a video later of it. There's actually stuff in the game files for it. There's icons and team radio messages for it and everything. So I'm not sure why it's not in it. Hopefully, F1 2021 there's red flags. As there's another yellow flag in Sector 3. I think Mark Canely has crashed. Let's have a look. No, he's gone into the pits and retired. That's not a crash. No safety, no, hopefully no VSC or anything. It doesn't look to be. As Amos has now got ahead of the Kunha, who is pitting. Let's see, I think he's going to pit onto the wet tyres. Look how shiny and damp the surface is now. As he pits, he's going on to another set of intermediates. And they're getting a new front wing as well, so he must have made a mistake. But that's 6th place for Atmos, exactly where Ben wanted him to be. Let's look further back at Briggsy. Looked to have had actually a bit of a snap at the rear end there. But Nazareth, 14 seconds ahead of everyone else. We're going to have to make our own separate group for him, so it's going to be his 5th win in a row, I believe. As Briggsy is the number 19 car of Briggsy is hunting down the number 12 car of Becco. As Briggsy has a little snap at the rear end. It's a good battle going on here, actually. If we had DRS, it would be a bit more active, I think, but we're in the wet, so gosh. I'm surprised that not half the grid is on the wets. So am I, but maybe the rain just isn't heavy enough. See what Nazareth. Let's see what Nazareth. Okay, Nazareth is pitting. Let's see if he got, because we knew there'd be another set of stops anyway. Will Camilliano go for the overcut? Right, yeah, he's gone on to another set of intermediates again. As he's taken a penalty by the looks of it. Yeah, he's taken his 5-second penalty. But yeah, another set of intermediates for the Mercedes. And will he come out ahead of Becco? No, I don't think he will. Yep, that's brought him down to 4th at least. Sarge has pitted also. But I don't think, yeah, the track just might not, is probably just enough for wet tyres, as Briggsy's just agonisingly close to Becco. As, let's see, as Atmos also pits on 2 inters. Briggsy's starting to drop back by looks. That's quick fire. They're both about to lap. Forgot he was in this race. I mean, he's not, is he? He's left the session, but yeah. We move. Yeah, maybe the track, I mean the track probably is wet enough, but if you can use the intermediates and somehow make them quicker, then yeah. Anyway, while F1 2020 is downloading, I'm going to continue playing 2018. Fair enough. You better keep watching the stream now, or I'll have to have some words with your mother and father. Or mother or father, whatever one you fancy. One or the other. This. Brizzy's lagging everywhere, he really is. Let's just look further back here. De Kunha is only 4 temps now behind the Ferrari of Cold Steel. Yeah, I'll start on the stream, lanky man. Oi! That's not very nice. How about you piss off, as Mark Haney's left the session now. The only driver on the wet tyre has now left the session. So maybe the wet tyre then isn't viable at all, as De Kunha goes down the inside of the hairpin. If he can pull that off, that'll be a brilliant move, and unfortunately it doesn't work out, as he couldn't find the traction out of the corner. As a yellow flag in sector 2, Rockstar has spun round again and has lost one of the end plates on his front wing. De Kunha has just pitted, I believe. Yeah, he's just coming out the pits now. Yeah, there you go. Briggsy also pits. 3 cars are in the pits, Briggsy, Becco and Slayer. Becco has actually... Becco is going to come out behind Briggsy. And side by side between these drivers, Cold Steel pits. So that's not a good stop from... Actually, well, Atmos get ahead of Becco. Atmos has actually got ahead of Becco now. Has there been another accident? Oh, I think there's been another accident with Rockstar. But that must have been a dreadful stop for Becco. Maybe they changed his front wing when they didn't need to, as Rockstar's fallen back again. What's going on with him then? He just can't get the power down as... Oh, I thought he'd hit the wall there. Well, he's had a few spins already, so I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again. But that's odd. That must have been such a slow stop from Beko. He's just lost 2 positions. And even... Or maybe he was just stuck in his pit box. Well, this Rockstar is now retired. He's pulled into the pits and thrown in the towel. It's a shame. That is a shame, but we move. Back to the racing we go. 10 viewers watching, good to see you all here. Make sure to leave a like on the stream, and if you're brand new around here, be sure to subscribe. It really does help out the channel. Let's see if I think Slayer's just overtaken Beko. Beko's race is falling apart. That's unfortunate, really. That is really unfortunate for him. After what was going so well. His race was going so well, but unfortunately he's now in the mud. Well, kind of lucky for me that I don't get home in time for the race. You all know what happened last time in the wet Spa. Yeah, I didn't end too well for you, did it? It did not end too well for you at all. As the goodness starts again. On Beko here we have about 13 or so laps left of the Grand Prix. Nothing too much going on, the gaps are starting to build up a bit. Beko's starting to pull away from the good run. Naz has just set a new fastest lap of the race, so those inters are 100% the fastest time, as the rain looks to have actually lined up a bit. Go through the fast lane. Camillo is pitted again. What's he doing then? He's got front wing damage? Or he just hadn't pitted yet? Does he come out ahead of... Yeah, he'll come out ahead of Atmos. Yeah. Oh, will he? It's going to be close. And he's ahead of the Ferrari driver. That's giving Briggsy back third place. I wonder why Camillo's pitted again. Is that his... Let's have a look. Oh no, that's his third stop, yeah. That's an odd one. That is very strange. Anyway, we move on. We do move, right. Let's look at the chat. Not too much going on here. Look at the track. Don't see much going on there either. Good to see Atmos in 5th. At the moment, if he stays there, definitely going to be one of the stronger finishes, I think probably the best finish he's had all season from what I know anyways. I want to vibe to music but I can't because you're copyright. Bollocks, as Nazash just sets the new fastest lap of a 1:53.8. He's just getting quicker and quicker every lap, that man. as Camilliano has just got himself a nice and handy 3-second time penalty. Oh, that's a wobble at the back end. That looks good. Oh, I love this track. But don't pity me for shut up. Don't. Shut up. Into turn one we go. That's incredibly wide from Camilliano. I will definitely put in a steward's inquiry for that, as he just cut across the whole of turn 2, and he didn't even get a penalty for it. So Kunha has just got a penalty. He's obviously trying to push and overtake Beko. He's got 11 laps or so to do so. As Sarge has just lapped I3. A good old Intel Core i3. I don't think the Kunha is actually gaining as he taps the wall. 5 seconds the gap between Camilliano and Briggsy, and 27 seconds. Sarge has remarkably gone into third. That's unexpected, to say the least. Only 1 second between Slayer and Atmos. Come on, Slayer. Into the hairpin we go. Gap's about a second. Sorry for going quiet. Just not too much happening really. I'm lonely. There's no one to talk to. Someone watching, yeah. Race is getting boring, don't blame me for tuning out. But try and stay here, you know. We've got Louis Ferrandez gaining on to Kunha now, so might give us something to watch. As Briggsy has just pitted for a new front wing. Maybe he's just thrown away third. He didn't need to do that from what I saw. That's odd. Why has he decided to just throw away third place? He's just gone down to 9th. He's only just come out of the points. It's a very strange call. I didn't mean didn't seem that Briggsy was going too slow at all. But at least that'll give us some 3 nice colours on the podium of Nazareth, Sarge and Camiliano. Unless, if Atmos, let's have a look at the penalties. Could we see? Oh my god, it could happen. Okay. So Atmos needs to get about 2 seconds on Camiliano to get 3rd. But, and I don't know, could we see him Atmos podium? Don't get your hopes up, but yeah, it looks like Atmos is falling back, to be honest. That's a shame. I don't know, maybe he might pick it up right near the end and maybe Camiliano might spin and get a penalty. You never know. It's a virtual safety car has been deployed. I'm not sure why. Maybe, yeah, I'm not sure why there's been a VSC deployed actually. That's gonna slow down the back a little bit. But why is that? Why is there a VSC? Oh shit. Give me 2 minutes. Okay, the computer's on charge now. I know. It's a revelation. No green flag yet. Atmos has just lost 2 seconds under this VSC. As you go back under green flag racing once again then. Lou Fernandez and Briggsy, have they pitted it again? Why is Briggsy pitted again? Oh, he's lost his whole front wing. So that's why the VSC was deployed then. Because Briggsy has just lost his whole bloody front wing. This race is going from bad to worse and Cold Steel's got past him now. Can Briggsy get back past him before the end of the race? 1.3 seconds the gap between Slayer and Atmos. Slayer gaining on Atmos now. Probably has gained quite a lot under VSC. On the stream, nothing in the chat. A second behind them, just over a second behind them, is Becco, who's kept that gap and is keeping that gap pretty like stern, like as it is. It's not going down, it's not going up, so it's hovering around the 1.1 mark. But he appears to be a lot quicker through this final sector. Who's just brought it down to 8 tenths, 7 tenths now, 6 tenths, back to 7. So that third sector is a lot quicker. Atmos has just picked up a time penalty. That's the one thing he didn't need. Where did he do that then? He must have done it just before turn 1. But that's going to really hamper his progress now as he has a Slayer in the background. Or right at the back of him as Becco nearly spins at the exit of turn 3. Turn 3. I just had another stroke. Great. Onto the straight we go. Becco's clawed back the time already. Still kept it under a second. I need to stop yawning. As into the left-hander we go. Gap still 6 tenths between Becco and Slayer. Becco appears to be quicker than all the quickest out of all 3 of these drivers. So could we see some late overtakes from the Mercedes, and could he get into 4th? He's currently got enough to get into 5th at least, but he needs to get past Slayer if he wants 4th. Otherwise, well, he's not going to get 4th, is he? Right, penalties there, let's have a look. Slayer doesn't even have a penalty. Good on him. As he has another yellow flag. That's a McLaren of De Cunha, who had just gone straight off at the right-hander. What happened with him? Did he just drop the car? Was he collided with? Or did he collide with Luis Fernandez? No, surely not, because he's well behind them. Who could he have collided? What happened then? It's very odd. I think he might have just dropped the car. But another incident in this Singapore Grand Prix as he cuts the corner for good measure. He's gone on board with Becco once again. The gap's got bigger between Amos and Slayer. Now the gap is 1.3. Let's have a look at the race director. See how many warnings Slayer's on. Caminiano. Slayer, there's 1. 2 for Slayer. Okay, that's it. He's on 2. So Atmos is gonna be begging for Slayer to get his act together. So Amos is going to be begging for Slayer to get a penalty now. So I wouldn't be surprised if Slayer goes through. I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to push Slayer wide and force him into error. Or Becco can force Slayer into a mistake, but he's not going to do that when he's losing the back end out of half the corners and hitting the wall as he takes his unusually wide line once again. As Briggsy has just got ahead of Cold Steel. It looked to be a pretty good move there, but that's him up into 9th place. There's only 6/10 the gap between Atmos and Slayer. Now Atmos must have had an absolute shocker through that final sector. As on to that 26 we go. What's going on here then? Camiliano has pitted again. Oh, they're going to drop. Why are they on drop? It's just stopped raining. The track's drenched. That's ambitious, but Atmos in second. Currently 4th with penalties, but as you know, it's still second. There's a yellow flag in sector 1. There's a spin for Sarge. Unsurprisingly, those dry tyres not suitable for the conditions. So Camiliano and Sarge have just thrown away a podium. Unless if the track gets a million miles quicker over these. He locks up as well and goes wide. Oh, this is entertainment. As Briggsy has got ahead of De Cunha. As De Cunha's also pitted for dries. It's too wet. They're all going too early for dries and they're going to lose so much time. They won't be able to gain it all back. We'll Slayer. Look at the spray still coming off those inters. The track is dry, yes. Well, no, it's not dry. The track is drying. The rain has stopped. But it's not going to be dry in about a minute after it's just rain. It's ludicrous. I mean, we've seen how much Camiliano's struggling. But, I mean, yeah, the track is starting to get quicker. But look how close it is here. If Atmos can stay ahead of Becco, he's still on the podium. Because currently he's sitting 3rd. Which is no mean feat. For a podium for Atmos, would be brilliant. I think we all want to see it. Ben would love to see it. And on to the 28th lap we go. 27th lap we go. Shut up. I'm going to text Ben and just be like, oi, Atmos podium fam. But this is going to be a last few lap dash. The dry's still not looking quick. Let's have a look. Only about half a second between third and fourth. All the cars looking all really close. I wonder if we could actually see him get past. Right. Oh, that's a bit of a wobble from Becco there. Onto the 28th lap we go now. Slayer, I don't think he'll get him. Well, I think he knows he has second anyway, so it makes sense why I don't think he's going to push his heart out. Who's that ahead? Who's that up ahead? That was. Oh, it's Cold Steel going about 3 miles an hour. Cause a bit of traffic. Down straight we go again. Oh. Two temps between Sarge and Lee Ferrandez. I mean, spicing up back here. The soft tyres starting to look. There is a dry line forming. If you can see that sort of darker patch on the track there, that is the drier line. That's where, if you're on the dries, that's where you want to stay. Not completely dry, but definitely drying. But I doubt we'll see any more pit stops onto the dry tyres for the rest of this. Yeah, no one else will pit onto dries now. Yeah, the track is still damp. You can still see spray coming off the back. But if anything, that's just going to help Sarge become even quicker over the last 3 odd laps of this race. As Nazareth, Nazareth, I think, is a lap ahead. I think he's gonna win by over a minute. Nazareth is. That is sheer dominance like I've never seen in the IFR League. Right, I'm hungry, so I'm gonna grab an orange. Go get an orange then. There's only 3 temps now between Slayer and Atmos. Slayer knows he's only got a few laps left to get past. Becco just waiting in the background. Atmos just doesn't want any more penalties. It's a shame Atmos got that penalty, otherwise he would have inherited third. But he went off track, and you pay the consequences, even if the track limits in this game are complete BS. But we move. Into the hairpin we go. That track is definitely. Look at there's barely any spray coming off of that Racing Point, and no, it wasn't a Racing Point. And the McLaren stuff. De Koen has just picked up a time penalty. Now Sarge was just been lapped by Nazareth. He's now going to try and unlap himself. I actually think Nazareth hasn't pitted onto new Inters. He's just got Inters that are so worn. You can even see there's basically no tread left on those intermediates. Let's look further back. You can see there's way more tread on Atmos's, but look at Slayer, look at Nazarus, barely anything. Only 3 turns. As Slayer is now pitting, interestingly, that's gonna. So he's basically throwing away his podium now. He's gonna pit onto dries. There's no. I think he's gonna go for the fastest lap. Yep, he's gonna go onto soft tyres then. So Slayer's just throwing a podium away. I think, yeah, he's going to keep 4th at least. He's basically got a soft tyre. Yeah, he went onto the soft tyre. He's going to go for the fastest lap to get an extra point. He's going to go for those extra 1 point if he gets the fastest lap. So on fresh sauce, it's possible. He's got next lap to do it. He's not going to do it this lap because he's just come out the pits. As only 2 temps now separating Atmos and Becco. This is actually a fight for second now, so Atmos is going to be so happy. The fact that he's just picked up a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. It's not going to do much considering he's a minute ahead. But he's going to go onto the dries as well, as Sarge has just got past Briggsy in the background on the soft tyre. So the soft tyre, now the quicker tyre, as DRS has actually been enabled. As you can see, the rear wing open now. So DRS is enabled for the 2 drivers, so it is now officially a proper fight to the end. Those Inters, completely the wrong tyre to be on. But they're all, well, these drivers, so Nazarus on the last lap. Atmos and Becco are still on lap 30. As Atmos just goes a bit wide. And this is it then, this is a proper podium fight here. As the yellow flag in sector 2. One of the Red Bulls appear to have had a mistake, as look how much Atmos is struggling now. Becco is just waiting to get past, and you can't, because it's so hard to overtake there. But this is a battle for second. Another yellow flag. Camilliano is out of the race. What's happened here with the Red Bull? He's gone into the wall. He's just smashed into the barrier. Same as Hungary, but this time it was himself that did it. Well, that's Camilliano, who was in the fight for a podium for a while, out of the race. As Becco has actually got second place on the last lap of the race. Atmos is going to be disappointed, but he shouldn't be, as he's going to hopefully get third in the Singapore Grand Prix. A very unlikely podium for him, if he can get there. I mean, Nazarus has just gone on to the final sector. Sarge has just set the fastest lap of the race. It's going to be a point for him. That's another yellow flag in sector 2. Oh my god, Atmos has spun on the last lap. He's thrown away his podium. I've got no words. How unlucky can you be? As Nazarus wins the Singapore Grand Prix. As Nazarus has crashed at the line. So, good for him, I guess. But there's your winner, Nazarus, who wins the Singapore. There's your winner, Nazarus, who wins the Singapore Grand Prix. As has been an almighty crash. As Atmos has crashed again, and is now fallen down to 5th. You foolish man! It's all gone to nothing. He was in the podium fight all race until the last lap, as Becco has crashed as well on the last lap. He's just gone into the barrier. Those Inters are completely unviable now. Any driver left on the Slayer sets the fastest lap on the last lap of the race, and it's just taken second place. As another yellow flag, as I think Atmos is in the wall again. No, he just goes wide. But Slayer gets the fastest lap at that last point and claims a extremely unlikely third place. Becco still finishes third, which is brilliant for him. I'm really happy for Becco, who hasn't actually, I don't think he's had a podium this year. So it's good to see him up there on the podium with his teammate Nazarus. So a double Mercedes podium then. That's a lot of points for the constructors. But I can't help but feel for Atmos, where Luis Ferrandez, and he has a puncture. Atmos has a puncture and spins again. No! Where is that? And that's it. It's curtains. Briggsy's past him now. As that's curtains. He's gonna spin again. Driving with a rear puncher is super hard. As he comes across the line to claim 9th place. 7th place. Sorry. It was 7th, but how unfortunate for Amos, who was looking so likely for a podium at the end, but has just been it. Atmos, you stupid man. Yeah, unfortunately he is. But there's... what a shame. Anyway, there's your finishing result for today's Singapore Grand Prix. A sad way to end it, as we did. A good win for Nazareth though, and Slayer on the podium, coming from 6th to 2nd, not too bad. Becco picking up the podium. Very good, very good. But there you go, there's your finishing result, and that's gonna... Fuck's sake, I know Ben Atmos buggered it. He was on the bloody podium on the last lap as well, when he just spun it, and then he spun again, got a puncture. And that's it. That's such a shame, but that's just how racing is sometimes. But that's the end of today's race. But 7th, points at least. Yep, points at least. Still got some points. But anyway, that's good. That's the end of today's race. 7th at least points. Yeah, he's one position off the expected prediction that you made, Ben. Slayer didn't spin though, so you got that bit wrong. Nazareth won. Yeah. But there you go. That is going to bring an end to today's stream. I appreciate everyone for turning up once again. I hope to see you all next week, and I'm probably going to go and watch. I'm going to go play some Watch Dogs Legion now. Yeah, Ben, I got the new Watch Dogs. Brilliant game. I'm going to go play some of that, and I will see you all for next week, which I believe is the Russian Grand Prix. Yay! What a shit track that is. I know, it'll be alright. But anyway, thanks for watching, appreciate the turnout, and I'll see you all next week.